Good evening from Toronto. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, the Grizzlies have long departed Vancouver. The Raptors are Canada's team. And right now, one of the most consistent in the NBA.
And this team has a whole country behind them, Ed, just not a city. And I'm so sick and tired of fans talking about this team can't make it out of the playoffs. They have the personnel to achieve the ultimate level of success, and that's winning an NBA championship.
No, in hockey terms, he's ready to drop the gloves. We're ready to go in this one in Toronto. The Minnesota Timberwolves control the tap. Bell to Wiggins. To Teague. Nothing going here on that drive. And one. Towns got his protein in today. He's going to the line for a chance at a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Karl-Anthony Towns at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 83% free throw shooter. Unable to connect on the free throw. Lowry into the front court. Down just a couple. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Free throw up and good. And the three-point play puts them up early in this one. Towns to Teague. Another chance. Karl-Anthony Towns. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
And look out. Big finish at the rim.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's a Prob City.
To Wiggins. Trying to cash in. Shot by Wiggins won't go.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
It's Minnesota basketball. Teague to Wiggins. Sizing up the defense. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
The free throw, good. Caps off the three-point play. The lead is 4. Now a steal as the Raptors have it. And scores.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Teague to Covington. The Wolves down to 4 in the shot clock. Towns. His first effort off the mark.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Gets it to go, and the foul.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
The free throw good as he completes the three-point play, and the lead is up to 9. Minnesota with the basketball. Teague. That is great vision to set it up. Robert Covington with the strong finish. He took it out on the rim that time.
Oh, there's no better feeling than after throwing that one down, hanging on the rim a little bit, looking at your opponent beneath you, making him recognize that's where you'll be the entire ball game.
Teague with the basketball. His team down 9. Goes to the right side. Here comes the screen. To Towns. Can't connect. Lowry into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Count the basket at the rim.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Teague with it up top. Down 11. Bell to Covington. Teague to Towns. Marc Gasol sends it away. For 3, slam down. Karl Anthony Towns on the follow.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Steps around the defender and puts it in. Nicely done.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Teague with the basketball. Trailing by 11. Down low Bell. Pascal Siakam swats it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Count it.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Now whistle as Minnesota's going to take the timeout as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. The rebounds corralled by the Raptors. Livingston. He throws it down. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
Clarkson to Kevin Huerter. Oh, emphatic slam. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They look lifeless here in the first quarter, but a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
Clarkson with the basketball. Down by 15. Covington. right to shoot for Minnesota. Covington to Kevin Huerter. Good look that time, but off the mark. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Timberwolves have the basketball. Clarkson's shot, no good.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Clarkson with the basketball. Exactly a minute to go here in the opening quarter. Covington. And it's Livingston with the rebound. Got it.
Whew, I don't think anyone saw this one coming, but it looks like they're trying to send a message. Look into their eyes. They're laser focused. They're playing as if this game is tied.
Clarkson with the basketball. They can go 2 for 1 if they hurry. Screen coming. Nothing going here on that drive. Clarkson to Covington. Fires the three. Well defended. Covington's a tough matchup.
Rotate.
Layup goes down. Well done. Deep three at the buzzer. First quarter is complete. The Raptors enjoying a sizable lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter.
Got ball. That's me. Here we go. We got him.
Turns and slams it down.
Like my old coach used to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's way too easy. Just keep attacking. It's easy money.
Rondo into the front court. His guys down big. Clarkson to Covington. Oh, he missed a short one there.
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed the contact to initiate him. We could break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why he missed that easy chipping.
Now a timeout here for the Timberwolves as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. To Wiggins. Drives, but a shot won't go down.
And this happens all the time in this league. Sometimes offensively, you're tired. It's one of those type of nights. You combine that with the fact that the defense is hungry and active and contesting everything, that's why shots aren't dropping.
And the finish. Jay, Euro stepping for two.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Lowry matched up with Jang. To Powell. Lowry. Has a chance. Not done yet. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Rondo with the basketball. Down a bundle. To Clarkson. To Wiggins. The Wolves down to 4 in the shot clock. Wide open look, won't go. A couple of cracks at the line now.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Jordan Bell at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 68%. Knocks down the first. And gets both to drop at the line. Lowry has the basketball.
I got ball. Pick up. Match up.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Teague with it up top. He'll run the offense. Bell to Wiggins. Yes, Andrew Wiggins. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
And the slam. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Bell to Teague. Here comes the screen. Count the basket inside.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Pascal Siakam. Karl Anthony Towns. Tips it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
T-Wolves at the controls going up the floor. To Wiggins. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
To Lowry. Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
To Wiggins. Had him going there for a second. Rebound comes to Lowry.
Got him.
Down low for Harris. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Teague, guarded by Livingston. That pass taken away by Toronto.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
And he finishes at the rim.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Wiggins to Teague. 5 to shoot for Minnesota. Here's Towns. Karl Anthony Towns. A couple of free throws on the way. He's struggled so far. Misses the first. No good on the first, no good on the second. 0 for 2. And stuffs it home. This is becoming a runaway.
They're getting to the rim at will, probably because we're watching Matador defense. You probably want to get in the way of your defender if they keep trying to attack the rim.
The jab step opens up space to knock down the jumper.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Teague matched up with Livingston. Here comes the screen. 5 to shoot. Shot by Teague won't go down. Livingston.
They can pick it up. They can pick it up.
Oh, big finish at the rim.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Watch the cutter coming through.
Teague to Towns. Marc Gasol able to recover with the block. Wolves get it back. Karl Anthony Towns. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Defense, let's go.
Teague to Wiggins. Towns to Wiggins. Has a look. Gets a look. Can't hit. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando where we say hello to Jalen Rose.
Thanks, Ed. Let's get right into the action here. The Raptors dominated this matchup from the opening tip. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scores for the Toronto Raptors. The Timberwolves did a lot of
Player of the half.
I like this choice because he really put on the show in the opening half. There's a reason he's a fan favorite.
Who was cold?
The Raptors entered the locker room at halftime with a significant lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the... Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Double.
Runner's good there.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Clarkson with the basketball. Looking to make something happen.
Gotta get through this screen. Get through it. That's me. I got ball.
Flushes it home.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Covington to Towns. Oh, nice find for the basket.
You know, he may not show up in your feed all the time with the crazy highlights, but he's one of the most underrated creative shot makers we have in this game.
Oh, ferocious slam inside.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Pick up.
Trying to cash in. Deep two there. Won't go.
Here we go. I got ball. Make it hard on him.
Yes. And the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw good to cap off the three-point play as they continue to open things up here in the third quarter.
My ball.
Self-check.
Watch the cutter, man.
Clarkson to Kevin Herter. Herter elevates for the slam. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first three quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Clarkson with the basketball. His guys down big to Covington. Beyond the arc for three. Jordan Clarkson hounded, shot off the mark. Stuffs it down with authority.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
4-3. Won't go down. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. Now the Raptors going to use a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. To Lowry. Karl Anthony Towns snatching it out of the air.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
To Teague. Going to launch beyond the arc. Jay, I don't know if you call that the shooter's touch, but they will take it.
Well, essentially, the touch did help the ball go in, Ed. I don't know. I might have to agree to disagree on that one.
Rises for the slam.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody would be wilding on the court. Guarantee it.
T-Wolves with the basketball. Teague to Towns. Takes stock of the floor. Towns. Not that time. To Lowry. Well done, Kyle Lowry. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
Underutilized, underutilized, underutilized. Am I getting my point across? Let's see more of it.
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce.
Stuffs it down with authority.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas. Or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
Teague with the basketball. Down a ball. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great it.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
To Kevin Huerter. That's no good. Stuffs it down with authority.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Now a whistle as Minnesota's going to take the timeout as their coaching staff wants here in this third quarter. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Rondo matched up with Livingston. To Kevin Huerter. Nice finish at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. The Timberwolves have the basketball. Terrific vision. Cashes in for 2.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Probing the defense. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Just a ball-handling wizard, still putting people under his spell.
Here's Rondo with it. He'll run the offense. Lets it fly from long range. Livingston across the timeline. His guy stuffs it down with authority.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Spinning shot won't fall.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like his mere presence in the paint was enough to make it.
Stuffs it down with authority.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Towns to Kevin Huerter. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Rebound taken by Toronto. All by himself. Creates his own shot there.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable, and almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
And he misses that one free throw. Stuffs it down with authority. There's the buzzer. 3 quarters complete. It's been all Raptors. The Wolves with the basketballs. We start. Clarkson. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
I got him. I got ball. I got ball.
To Lowry.
Watch Cutter. Watch Cutter. Watch Cutter.
Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Double team. Double team. Double team. I'm here.
Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
Oh my goodness! Someone please patch me into the arena intercom. Clean up on aisle 3.
Pascal Siakam with the block. 4th this contest.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired, they're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
And finishes strong.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
To Lowry.
Let him out. Let him out.
Count the bucket for 2.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
He connects on the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair.
Hands up, hands up, hands up.
Slams it down. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is, though.
Me neither. All right. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
It's almost like he had the defender on a string, and he's the puppet master.
Down low for Powell. Nice pass to set things up.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up.
Try. Here we go. Double team. Double team.
Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Pascal Siakam pins it.
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Jay, they're lucky they get the ball back.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
I got this. Just a bucket. Shot.
Short jumper won't go down. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Free throw's good. Add one more to the total. This game feels out of reach. Long heave from three-quarters court. It's the Raptors with the victory as they win this one in blowout fashion. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Raptors were merciless in this game. You ask me, and I'll tell you, it was the ball movement that made all the difference. There's something to be said for a team that can win as a group, and that's what happened here today. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Toronto Raptors.
Player of the game.
I like this choice because he really put on the show in this game. There's a reason he's a fan favorite. except that he fits the title of this segment. This has been a presentation of ESPN.